It's time to check your money with America's Money Maven, Vicky Brackens. Vicky Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. And in the big chair today is Mike Jennings, your friendly neighborhood advisor. What's up,
Right.
Mike?
Oh, just another week. It's
It
another
is
week.
not. It's a super week. What are you talking about?
That's right. Actually, you know what? I am looking forward to some getting some food later. I don't know about actually going out, but maybe I'll just stay at home, put the game on, order some pizza and wings and just have a night in.
It is Super Bowl Sunday. Chiefs or Eagles?
I, 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 if I had to pick, I'm gonna have to go with Eagles.
To me, it's them versus them. I
Exactly.
can't root for the Eagles because I'm a Giants fan, and I just can't see the Chiefs winning three in a row.
Mm-mm.
But if I have to, if so now stripping all of that away, that I don't care who wins at all,
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the bruh. Yeah.
There you go.
But I
Yeah.
ain't rooting for the Eagles.
You gotta root for your brother, man.
But if it comes down to it, you understand what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I gotta go with the Q team. If, now look, there's some Q's on the Chiefs too. So we'll see what we'll see what happens.
They
I
have a
can
quarterback though.
no, they're not Jalen Rose,
There
Jalen
you go.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Rose.
They're not Jalen Rose either.
They're not Jalen Rose either.
Jalen Hurts. All right, all right. So what's on your mind today, Mike?
What's on my mind today is something important that I think is also undervalued, especially in our community, and that's life insurance. A lot of people talk about life insurance. They have a understanding of how it works. Um, but it's also one of those things that people tend to avoid the conversation or
Hmm.
to just tend to be not so trusting of insurance. So I just wanted to take some time this week to help people understand what life insurance is, and more importantly, some of the ways that it can not only benefit you as an individual, but also the ones that you love, the ones that you care about, and the ones that depend on you. So, like with every topic we do here, before we dive into, what those strategies are, we really just want to talk about what life insurance is, right? So life insurance is a contract between an insurer, an insurance company, who issues the insurance policy, and the insured, which is also usually the policy owner. The policy owner pays a cost to the insurance company called a premium. I know most people probably heard of that, a premium, in exchange for being covered. So when it comes to coverage, the main feature of life insurance is known as the death benefit. So this is a sum of money that is given to the beneficiaries that you name on the policy upon the death of the insured. Um, with life insurance, there are generally two types of policies that people can have. The first is term, which lasts for a specified amount of time. Usually you'll see a 10-year term, 15, 20, but sometimes you can even see a 30 or 40-year term on the market. So that's term insurance, and then the other type of insurance is permanent. So the names kind of give away, what they're for. So permanent is designed to last for the rest of the insured person's life. Permanent includes a plethora of other types of life insurance, such as whole life, which is one people hear about a lot.
Right.
It's one of the oldest, whole life. It's actually the first type of life insurance, right? And then there's universal life, which itself has its own umbrella of things under it as well. So with term insurance, it's really straightforward. So you're only paying for the cost of the insurance itself. You're saying, hey, I'll give you this amount of money every so often. in exchange for that, if I were to pass away during the term of this insurance, whether it's again 10 years, 15, 20 years, if I were to pass away during that time, the death benefit that is associated with this policy will be paid to the person that I named on the contract. So that's term. And then with permanent insurance, most permanent policies allow you to build cash value as well. So when you pay the premium, it's not only going to the cost of the insurance,
Right.
it's also going to a part of it is going to a separate account that is allows you to build cash value in different types of ways depending on the type of permanent insurance. So that is the most general I can get. I can sit here for the rest of the day and talk about the different types of insurance, but we're not going to do that. What I want to talk about is the important thing, right? Which is what is the point of life insurance? Why would a person have it? And it's really simple once you get down to the basics of it, right? So life insurance creates assets for your loved ones. Depending on the type of policy, this could be a substantial amount of money, right? So when you have term insurance, which you're just paying for the cost of insurance, you can typically get a higher amount of money as far as the death benefit because the insurance has a set amount of time that it's supposed to last, and also the premium isn't as much because you're only paying for one aspect of the contract. Um, Permanent, we again, you're paying not just the cost of insurance, but you're also paying a into a separate account that can be credited in a number of different ways. So, if it's a type of insurance called variable insurance, these could be different types of investments, or it could just simply be like an index where it follows something like the S&P 500, which a lot of people recognize when it comes to stocks and things like that. Um, Life insurance, it can be used to take care of expenses or debts that will still be here when you are no longer here, such as, a mortgage,
Trying to
any
get
other
rid of
type
me,
of
man? What?
exactly. Mortgage. Imagine being 2 years into a 30-year mortgage and
Right.
something happens to you, right? You still have, you can have a partner, a spouse, children that depend on you. This is something that you started building. So you want to make sure that it's at the very least protected. So, your family doesn't have to downsize or move and do all these different things and completely change their lives, which it's already changed significantly because you as an individual is no longer there. So life insurance, not just providing an immediate benefit as far as the death benefit, but also, think of yourself as an individual, right? Your family is going to be grieving. Your family is going to be wishing every day um, for you to be there. Um, and if you're an income earner, if you're one of the people that your kids or someone else depend on you, then when you pass away, it's not just that immediate benefit that's lost. It's also all of the potential that you had, right? All of the income you could have earned for the rest of your life. So life insurance is also utilized to replace income in that instance, right? So two very important reasons that someone might look to implement life insurance into their financial plan. Um, Other things to consider. Many term policies can be converted to permanent later to continue coverage. A lot, it's called a conversion. A lot of insurance companies will allow you to retain your health rating, right? So when you go through the life insurance process, you have to go through the application, and they rate you based on your health because,
And
the
family history, all that. Yeah.
exactly, history, and chronic things that you may deal with. You have to think about it from the insurance company side, right? They are, taking a chance by covering you for a certain amount of money. So they want to make sure that they hedge their bets a little bit. So they're more likely to give you more insurance if you're generally healthy, if you don't deal with some of these long-standing problems. Or if, again, like if it's term insurance, your insurance isn't going to last for decades and decades and decades, right?
Yeah.
Depending on when you
There
get
would be
it.
a
So
limit. There may be a limit to how much they would give you and how much it would
exactly.
cost you.
At 1000%. Another thing is they go a lot by a lot of statistics and historical things. So men actually pay more for life insurance than women. Why? Because men have a shorter lifespan typically than women. You could rationalize it that maybe we are out there doing more dangerous things, or maybe we're not as smart as women overall, and we just tend to we just tend to find ourselves in situations where we can get hurt. So
There'd be a lot of arguments about that. Yeah.
a lot of ways you can put that argument, but again, down to the basics. Life insurance is there to provide for your loved ones. It's there to take care of anything that might still be there once you're no longer there. Just personally, I had a recent death in my family, and luckily that person had insurance, just the bare minimum to take care of funerary and final expenses. So that's just one thing that we did not have to worry about throughout that whole process of grieving and
Sure.
celebrating that person's life. So very important. And another thing that people might not know, might not be as aware of, is that the benefit from life insurance is not considered taxable. So all of that money, whatever that death benefit is for the beneficiary, that comes tax free. So again, a very good benefit. You don't really see large amounts of money being given to a person without some sort of tax implication. So life insurance is one of those exceptions where that does happen.
So
And again,
if
it's
I have
just
$1 million policy and I croak, you get the benefit of that.
every $1 million, every million USD. Um, um, so going back to that, right? So the perception, I guess, of life insurance in our community. Um, This is one of the simplest ways to plant that seed of generational wealth, that thing that we're always talking about, right? Because there are many things in life that are not guaranteed. Most things in life actually aren't guaranteed. The one thing that is guaranteed about life is that it ends for all of us. So, think about all of the things that you care about that you protect with insurance, especially, your health, your teeth. You protect those jibs, right? Your eye, your vision, your car. You have insurance for all of these a number of things. So why not protect the things that is most precious to you, which is your life and your potential, and your ability to provide for your loved ones. So if you're hearing this and you're thinking about insurance, you don't have insurance, and some of the things that I mentioned are things that are important to you that you care about, then give me a call, right? 315-748-5540. Again, that's 315-748-5540, or send me an email at michael.jennings@brackensfsn.com.
All right. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and the registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. She's America's money maven, and Mike Jennings is your friendly neighborhood advisor.